Linda dreamed about having her own patisserie as a child. A few months ago, she realized that dream and founded Wedding Cakes Avenue with her friend Jenny. Jenny is from Philadelphia in the US. A French patisserie specializing in American-style cakes. Cakes that are above all flamboyantly colored and covered in cute decorations, making them not typically French at all. But business is flourishing.
Lots of people have said we've been very lucky. We've only been open for 6 months, but we've already hired several staff. Few people have done that.
Jenny and I always discuss the orders because every cake is unique, and we always try and fulfill the client's wishes.
Jenny and her team can spend up to 3 days on a single cake. They're all totally handmade, from the cake mix to the frosting. Jenny has been baking cakes since she was 14. She learned the finer techniques of her trade in various cake shops in the US. She moved to France 3 years ago and has been trying to win the French around her style of cake making ever since.
I think they're kind of taken back because they're not used to it already. They're not used to seeing these kinds of cakes, and they don't think that they're edible. So they think, well, maybe it's just a fake cake, etc. But yeah, so that's definitely, I think, is because we're able to create people's dreams.
Aulnay-sous-Bois is a suburb of Paris that has seen its fair share of social unrest. But in the centre of town, on the Boulevard de Strasbourg, there's little evidence of any tension. The patisserie even attracts customers from downtown Paris. For them, this culinary highlight is well worth the 12-minute train trip.
I like the way they look. You might think they're not edible, but they are. And they taste different to the cakes that you would otherwise find in Paris. Really good.
They are moist, not too sweet and not too heavy on the stomach. A real indulgence.
The two young entrepreneurs are certainly not holding back on the food colouring. But when it comes to sugar and frosting, they've adjusted their recipes to suit the French palate.
French cakes taste great, but visually they can't compete with American cakes. Look at the display, it's so colorful, almost like a cartoon. In terms of design, French patissiers can't rival their US counterparts.
It's late afternoon in Paris, and Linda is delivering a wedding cake. The multi-tiered creations are a house speciality. Nicola and Marina met exactly 5 years ago in New York. They still live there today, but the Frenchman and his Armenian love are tying the knot in Paris for romantic reasons. The 4-tiered cake cost them €850. It's not cheap, but the groom says it's a small price to pay for the cake of their dreams.
The cake was worth every cent. You can't have a small cake on a day like this.
I'm so relieved. My cake, my baby has arrived in one piece. The couple is delighted. Every delivery is a real challenge. Every cake is a part of me. It fills me with joy to see how happy the bride and groom are when they cut the cake.
The 100 slices of delicious gâteau are quickly distributed. Linda is pleased she was able to contribute to the success of the wedding party. Now it's up to Nicola and Marina to ensure that married life remains as sweet as on the day it began.